Hey Mosaic family, it's Julia. You're here for another week of COVID life hacks. Tonight we are in my kitchen, which means that we are doing something highly important, undoubtedly essential, and something that has been keeping me sane throughout this entire pandemic. You guessed it, yep. We're making nachos. Nachos. The most important part of nachos is your ingredients, no doubt. So I highly recommend the red onion, the orange pepper, the red tomato. I don't suggest green tomatoes. Maybe that's just personal preference. Any meat that you have on hand. Usually I go for ground beef, but my mother decided to have spaghetti tonight, so we've got some sausage and your chip of choice. So ready for this? And they're diced. So the most important part of making nachos is your ratios. As you can see here, I'm a fan of onion. It has to be red, and it needs to be a lot. If you ever ask yourself, is this too much onion? Just know the answer is no. It's a no-brainer that the most important part of nachos is the cheese. You know, that's what holds it together. That's really what you're highlighting. So my preference, it's a no-brainer again, is Kirkland marble. You know, you can't beat it, and you can't tell me that I'm wrong. So I'm gonna grate up a whole bunch here, and then we're going to assemble our nachos. Alrighty folks, we are ready to assemble our nachos. The most important part of making nachos, hands down, is the assembly process, and you need to make sure you're very diligent about the order of ingredients layered onto the pan. Alrighty, so we start with our chips on the pan, and then the rest is really just personal preference. I'm gonna give you a little hint. The order kind of goes anything onion, cheese, something else onion, cheese, then maybe something else, then onion and cheese, and then to top it off, cheese. And there is our completed nacho platter. We're about to throw it into the oven. Looks pretty good. Probably the most important part of making nachos is eating the nachos. And when you're eating them, they need to be dipped in your dip of choice. You know, some people are sour cream people, some are salsa, but the kind of people that I like, actually, I'm gonna take that back. I like everybody, but I am a guacamole person. So I've got my avocado. I am going to whip up some guac, and then we're gonna be able to eat our nachos with some guacamole. The nice part about making guacamole with your nachos is that depending on the ingredients you use for your nachos, your guacamole ingredients could be the exact same. So I have a little bit of onion that I'm going to cut up here. Wow, what a surprise. And I'm going to add that to my avocado. I'm going to smush it around and maybe even add a tomato or two. And then our guacamole is going to be good. Good. Usually when I'm cutting, I don't talk because I cut myself sometimes because I am not very good at that. Or speaking, apparently, while I'm... Wow! You know what I'm trying to say? We'll just say you do. Okay, so our guacamole is made. We're gonna set that aside. I just put the nachos in the oven. I don't know how long to put them in for. I usually just forget about them for a little bit. Remember when I start smelling chips burning? Usually, I like my nachos really crispy. The most important part about making nachos is making sure that they don't burn. I am not very good at that, so we're gonna try really hard not to burn the nachos tonight. Okay guys, I totally forgot about them. And they started to burn. Alrighty, well here's our finished product. We've got our nachos and our guac. Do have some sour cream on there. Looks pretty good. Well, Mosaic, thank you so much for joining me on our adventure in the kitchen tonight. I dropped a tomato and it is absolutely everywhere. It's on me, it's on my ankle, it's on this tablecloth. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna eat my nachos. I'm gonna enjoy the sunset. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. You do something crazy. Maybe that's making nachos. You know, maybe this is gonna be the thing to really set your week apart. I don't know. It is for me. I miss you all. We'll see you all soon. Take care.